Hey folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas right here, bigonsports.com. Never too early to start talking football. How about the first full weekend of college football? Lines are up on the board. In another video, we'll take care of you with college win totals. But this first week out of the gate, it's going to be pretty exciting. Let's talk about September 1st. Oregon State's at Minnesota. Get a little Pac-12 action here versus the Big Ten. And we're looking at Minnesota minus 10 in this spot. Jerry Kill's gone, change of coaching fortunes, and a new formation. But this is telling you, Oregon State not primed to have a big year if the Gophers in a transition year are 10-point favorites there. Friday, September 2nd, Kansas State against Stanford. Stanford 15.5-point favorites in this spot. The one thing we know, the Cardinals are very well coached and a very physical football team. Rivalry game on the weekend. On that Friday, Colorado State and Colorado. We've got the Buffs, an 8.5-point favorite. And finally, Colorado starting to get better. It was down for a long time up in Colorado. Now, the first full Saturday, there are some huge games on the docket. Georgia Tech and Boston College. No total on this game yet, but I would look for it to be a low total. You get the run-based offense for Paul Johnson and the Yellow Jackets, and BC has a pretty stout defense. Looking at Georgia Tech, a 3-point favorite in that spot. Not a small spread here. Michigan, 41.5 for Jim Harbaugh and company when they host Hawaii, who has to come to the Mayline. But it will be Hawaii's second game of the year. You've got Southern Miss and Kentucky. Kentucky is 7-point favorite. Don't sleep on Southern Miss, as a team could put points on the board. Then a big boy football game. Clemson, many people think just pencil them into the Final Four. 7.5-point favorites. We've seen it go through the key number, actually. Taking on Auburn. Clemson's basically an all-star team if they can stay healthy. You've got UCLA and Texas A&M. Interesting game here. Aggies are 1-point favorite. Jim Mora's got the good young quarterback. This will be a game that could really determine the fortunes for both of these teams. LSU, 10-point favorite against Wisconsin. Wisconsin put up some pretty good numbers in a one-loss situation last year, but they really, relatively speaking, in the Big Ten, faced a cupcake schedule. That is not the case for the Badgers this year. North Carolina and Georgia, interesting. Life after Mark Richt. In this game, the Bulldogs are 3-point favorites. This is a pretty interesting game. BYU, what will they be like? Bronco Mendenhall's gone. Arizona, they've got some studs on offense. In fact, right out of here in Las Vegas, we watched him play high school football, and he's developing into quite the college quarterback. Anu Solomon at the helm of the Cats. Arizona, a 1-point favorite there. And then how about this? Out of the gate, two of the storied programs traditionally in college football. It's Notre Dame, a 4-point favorite over Texas. We'll find out early how both of these teams might fare in the course of the college football season. Hope you like this video. More great betting advice is available to you in other videos. Hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to follow along on Twitter at BigOnSports. I'm Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you right here at bigonsports.com.